matter how well you can speak yourself in the Queen's English as Ghanaian, you have a mother tongue. That's the language you have grown up speaking from childhood. February 21 was International Mother Language Day, a day set aside to promote the speaking of your mother tongue. But why is this day significant? There's more in the following clip from a Hotline documentary we put together some years ago.
With me, I know that with English, when you know it, you will be well able to understand anything that will be taught at school.
Junior Kasa, Ayeka, and Nona, your way into Munti, and Nona Meneneka. But to go school, they are Cambrough.
Who I am is what I speak. I'm an hunter, and so I should speak my language.
Language is the most effective tool for preserving and developing our tangible and intangible heritage. It is by far man's most important asset, through which he can study and understand the values and concerns of the society. Language is essential to every aspect of our human interaction. We use language to communicate what we feel, what we desire, and how we understand the world around us.
English was seen as a language of the lowest class. You can't do education in English. But now look at the situation. So our question to ourselves needs to be, at what point in time do we develop that type of idea of, let's do things in our own indigenous languages? Let's develop our own indigenous languages. Let's even look at what the English did as a model, the British did as a model, that look, they used their own indigenous language, and then looked at their relative languages. So you can find German inside of there. You know, it's an Anglo-Saxon language, so Germanic as a root. But you can find degrees of Gaelic, Welsh, French, of course, all these Latin stems. Then they went out of their way to bring in Greek stems, you know, for scientific terms, things of that nature, Latin terms for legal things. So they're saying we're going to take all of our cousins' languages and combine them together. So for us as African people, very rarely do you have any type of concept of, do you know what, let's use perhaps an indigenous African language and combine it with other indigenous African languages.
On network, he communicates in Chi and speaks 2 more local languages. His mother is convinced that engaging him in his local language at home will enhance and improve his academic performance. Atta also confessed his mother takes him to their village during vacation to improve his fluency and eloquence in his mother tongue.
When I go home, the language I speak with my family is Akan. When I come to school, the language I speak is English. I speak it fluently, and when my friends speak it, I understand it very well. And in Gantu, I speak fluently.
Bacha is also a pupil of Newtown Experimental School. His father is a graphic designer, while his mother is an accountant. His father is of conviction that speaking to his son in English will help him gain fluency in English language compared to other pupils and will further improve his academic skills.
Only English I was taught at home and in school, so I can't spend time to speak. At home, my parents don't want me to speak any language. Sometimes if they hear me speaking, then they will say I should.
The language used to communicate to a child is different from what is used in the corporate world.
Let's explore this issue further. We're joined by a language expert, Dr. Nana Maria Fairkensing. She is the first Ghanaian PhD holder in Tree and CEO of Language Watch. I'm grateful for your time, Nana. Hello, Nana. Do we have Nana on the line? Hello, Nana.
Hello.
Great to have you on News Desk. So we're exploring the issue about mother tongue. My question is, why should people care about mother tongues?
Yes, because mother tongue, in fact, is supposed to be the language, the first language that when a child, arrives in this world, come to the world, you are giving to your parents the language that they speak, the language that they are supposed to communicate with you in, in building your emotions, your thoughts, your cognitive skills, and all that, as you grow in. That is the language that your parents, especially your mother, the role mothers play in doing that. Yes, that is why we say it is the mother tongue, your first language that you are supposed to be speaking and learning all these things that I mentioned earlier. Yeah.
So 21st, which was Tuesday, was Day of Mother Language. On a day like this, what do you recommend that we do?
I wish on such such a special day, I wish we could have organized a national event promoting and encouraging the use of our mother tongue, our various local languages. We have 7 standard ones that are used in broadcasting and in national events. Yes, that could have been promoted. Events, issues, cultural stuff, traditional stuff, knowledge of how our forefathers, used to build the nation, our cultural heritage. All these could have been demonstrated to help promote the mother tongue, our culture, our heritage, and also for knowledge for our generation, because we are really losing that, and this should have been big, drawing national awareness to it. But it was somehow silent, I should say. Yeah, but that was my wish.
So, Doc, in Ghana, I want to ask you this. Are we actually proud enough about our mother tongues?
No, I don't think so. Not really. Because we are trying, though. I always attribute this, appreciation to now the proliferation of the local language radio stations. That is helping promoting the language now and making people value, respect, unlike before then, that when you even speak your local language, they will say, in a local parlance, they will say, oh, you're fum. But now we are proud of speaking it. So I think it's better, but we can still do more to promote it so that we don't lose those values, those traditional knowledge, those speaking skills, competence in speaking politely. I always say speaking politely, but not timid. Yes. Where you consider your faith of people you are speaking with, that you don't insult, you don't hurt, because all these things we learn in the learning of our language. We learn when we speak it, either home or school. We are shaped to become better people. We are shaped, in how you use the language to become courteous, to become polite and sensitive to others and all that. So I think we are trying, but looking at even the media discourse now, where people can just insult an adult and all that, I think we can do better.
Dr. Nana Maria Fiakente, I'm grateful for your time this morning.